Hi, Pete Kane here, community coach, podcaster, and author of the book Local to Global Impact. Imagine waking up in a hospital bed with your left side completely gone. However, you're alive. And at that moment, you know your life's going to take a different journey. Well, I want to give you a little bit of that journey and what I discovered in that journey that totally changed everything. When you have 49 days to think, 49 days to ponder, 49 days to be grateful that you're alive, you change. And I did. And what I discovered was we have one life to live. And if we're going to live that life to its fullest with the greatest impact possible, it was going to require a different way of doing things. Let me explain. Engineering freedom for greater service. There's not anything finer that fills your heart more than service. And when you can help others in that journey, your heart is full, your life is full, and everything is of greater impact. Now, you have a great reputation locally. But when you travel outside of your zip code, you're invisible. And what I mean by that is somebody searches you online. They can't find anything about you to go on a journey with you. So you're invisible. Your impact that is possible stops when they look and they don't find you. So here's where I want to help you today to think of today thinking versus someday, because someday may never come. Because be grateful. And as I live my life, every day could be my last. I do things with a sense of urgency, with a sense of impact. And that's what I want to help you to discover today, that your impact can greatly change if the way you're doing it will make a shift. We call it from the local sandbox to the global sandbox, from activities to assets. And when you understand that, you start becoming relevant online, because your local sandbox has about 140 people that know, like, and trust you. Now, if you shift that to a global sandbox, the numbers dramatically shift from 5,000 to over 1 billion people. So why not play in a bigger impact sandbox? Why not create a bigger impact for you and the work that you're doing and around the world? Because the world now is global. So when you play an impact game, which is possible, and you go venturing out of your zip code, you want people to continue the journey with you, because people have to know, like, and trust you. They do locally, but do they globally? What does your global authority look like? So when you venture out to create that online, and let me give you a little example, will hopefully give you a better idea of what we're talking about. Steve Jobs passed away several years ago, whatever, I don't know the exact time. But when he did, it was like people lost a family member. Why? because his global reputation was through people that got a chance to go on a know, like, and trust journey. And when you give a person an opportunity to get to know you online, more people, like millions, can go on that journey with you. And when they do, they have an opportunity to know, like, and trust you online. And the brain doesn't know the difference between local reputation and a global authority. So that's why when you're playing the game, and business is just a game, but play it with the biggest impact that you can make in the world, because you only have one life to live. And it can be sooner than you think that you leave this earth. So start today. Start today. Don't say to yourself, someday I'll figure it out. Someday I'll do that. Someday I'll create assets. Someday I'll do a podcast. Someday I'll get on a podcast. Someday I'll write a book. Say it today. Make your decision today. Because when you do, your impact grows many, 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 many fold. Look my name up. Look your name up. See the difference. That gap is your opportunity. And when you look at freedom, look at it with this framework. Let me see if I can put this up here. Okay. You have 6 freedoms. Time is the most important. It's the most precious. And when you master priorities, when you master being able to do the important things that will move the needle for you and your impact, the second one opens up, because health is important. Self-care is important. And when you allocate more time to self-care because you prioritize better with your time, you look at 24 hours differently than most. You start prioritizing your health. You start going to the gym. You start eating healthy. You start doing all the things that will honor your future self. When you do that, then look at wealth freedom. And I want you to look at it this way. Wealth is not a billionaire, a zillionaire, although is part of it. But when you have freedom of wealth, look at it with, I have an overhead of 5,000, and it's just a random number. But my reoccurring income is 6. You're free. Because when you wake up at the beginning of the month and you know all your expenses are paid for, you're free to be creative. And that's the next one. Creative freedom is the most beautiful thing, because when you operate in your genius zone, when you're doing what you were born to do, and that creative muscle keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger because you think differently. You're able to lean into being creative. And when you lean into that muscle, things change. You think differently, you operate differently. You make decisions that honor a creative future self. And then location. Because if you can operate online, you can operate anywhere in the world. I could be in Costa Rica. I could be in Paris, France. I could be in the Philippines. I could be anywhere in the world because I have location freedom. And then the last is travel freedom. To travel the world, to see the world, to experience the world. That is possible. And do it today, now. Because those that wait may never have that opportunity. because maybe you're physically not able. Maybe you don't prioritize it like you should. And so you don't see the world. So practicing these 6 freedoms: time, health, wealth, creative, location, and travel. All 6 are possible with the right mindset. And so the last one is one that's critically important to everything we do: community. But when you can do a community multiplier, and what does that mean? That means that you're using your community to grow your impact. Because together, you're better. Together, you're better. And that opportunity to be a community builder, to grow your demand, to do it with others who have a similar mindset of impact. When I wrote the book, Local to Global Impact, it was a simple theme. We have a choice between local and global. Same effort, different mindset. Do you want to be known locally? Great. But being known globally takes an online presence, takes a community, takes people that have that same mindset to make that impact, to change the world. And if you have that, you think differently, you operate differently, you help others, you serve others. And when you serve others, you have more meaningful purpose, which is critical in our journey. So let me give you one thing here. So to join our community, let me go ahead and put this up a little bit bigger. You can scan the QR code on the left to join our community. Invest in yourself, invest in your impact. Together we create impact. If you want to order our book, you can go to the second QR code. All the proceeds from Local to Global Impact will go to the community, will go to our Rotary in the community, serve in the community, service above self. So the decision is yours. Do I want to play in the local sandbox with a small number of people? Or do I want to move outside of my zip code and play global authority? Join our community today. Those that want to join our community, I will coach the first 5 to help you get clear, to help you get your plan, your strategy down so you can make the biggest impact that you can make on the world. Because the world needs you. The world needs you to play a global authority game. The global impact is possible with one decision. Join our community. If you want to read our book, go ahead and get the book and see what's possible. Because the future is bright for those that lean in and capture it and lean into a global impact game. Play a big game, make a big impact, and live your life with a global impact mindset. I'm Pete Kane. Be bold, make a difference,